it's me again, and I'm just here today to talk a little bit about planning your Disney vacation, specifically to Disney World in Florida. And actually, today my video is more about booking your fast passes in advance of your arrival day. And today I'm actually going to focus more on your Magic Kingdom days because Magic Kingdom is the biggest park. It has the most attractions, and it's typically the one that everyone kind of goes right to on their first couple of days of their trip. So, since we're talking about scheduling fast passes in advance, I figured I would focus mostly on the Magic Kingdom for the purposes of this video. So, I've actually made a top 10 list of like rules for when you're going to be booking your fast passes in advance. So let me just remind you, and if you didn't know already, if you have a reservation to go to Disney, if you are staying in a Disney hotel, you get to start booking your fast passes 60 days in advance of your arrival day. And if you're not staying in a Disney hotel, you get to start booking your fast passes 30 days in advance. And believe it or not, the difference between those 60 and 30 days is huge. The people that get to book in 60 days in advance, they get the most coveted fast passes. The Disney hotel guests get the most coveted fast passes. If you are booking your fast passes 30 days in advance because you're staying off property, there are certain fast passes that you just won't get. The top tiers or the top most popular ones, you really probably won't get them at all. So this is my top 10 list for booking your fast passes and kind of just how to make the most out of your day when you are going to the Magic Kingdom, and especially you're planning this whole thing in advance. So here I'm going to go with my number one, and I'm going to say this about every park. This is not just specific to the Magic Kingdom, but my number one rule is get there early. Get there early and get there before the rope drops, no matter which park it is. You need to be through the security check. They're going to check your backpacks. They're going to take out your cameras. They need to look in all your little pockets and zippers and pouches that you might have inside your backpacks or your purses. Just know that takes about 10 to 15 minutes to get through that step when you arrive at the park. And then you have another step to get through. You need to have your Magic Band scanned by the Mickey readers it's basically like their turnstile, but there's no turnstiles anymore. So there's two steps that you need to get through, and there are lines behind you, of people, getting through those two steps. So just know, if you're not there, let's say hypothetically the park opens at 9, which is typical for most parks. You want to be through step 1 and step 2. You want to be way past that stuff. If the park's opening at 9, you want to be way past that stuff at least 8:40 a.m. So specific to the Magic Kingdom, they allow you through those two points, and then they let you go down Main Street. You can grab coffee. You can enjoy all of the shopping and all the little storefronts on Main Street. But then they stop you right in front of the castle. And there's a little show it's called the Good Morning Show that they're doing now in front of the castle. They used to do it in front of the ticketing turnstiles. They used to do it there. It was like on the railroad. Mickey would come through on the train and they would wave. But as everybody, as the crowds have grown larger, there just isn't enough space to kind of contain anyone there anymore. So they now are allowing people into the park and letting you go down Main Street. And then you kind of just choose whichever land that you are going to go to. There are about 4 or 5 pathways that are roped off, and they just hold you there. And at 9 a.m., when the rope drops, which is just park opening, when the rope drops, everybody filters to those pathways. And each one leads to one of the 4 lands, and there's Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, Frontierland, and Adventureland. So that is my number one rule. You're going to get there early. You're going to get there before rope drop. You're going to line up, because if you don't, you're not going to get a lot done. Okay, so then rule number 2 is you're going to schedule your first fast pass. around 9:15 to 10:15, or as close as you can get it to that 9:15 to 10:15 window. That's my number 2 rule. Your first fast pass should be 9:15 or 9:30 for its start time. And I'll explain later why, but that's rule number 2. Number 3, you're going to have circled 5 of your priority things that you have to do each day in each park. When you're planning your trip, you're going to have 5 things that are your priority for each day for each park. 2 of those things you're going to ride standby, and 3 of them you're going to book your fast passes for. Number 4 is your 2 rides that you're riding standby when we're talking about the Magic Kingdom today. Your 2 rides that you're booking for your 2 rides that you're going to go standby that you don't have fast passes booked for, they need to be in the same land. They need to be close together. They need to be like Pirates of the Caribbean and the Jungle Cruise in Adventureland. Or they need to be Big Thunder Mountain and Splash Mountain in Frontierland. Or they need to be Tomorrowland Speedway and Buzz Lightyear in Tomorrowland. Or if it's Fantasyland, it's a Small World in like Haunted Mansion. Which brings me to number 5. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It is the most coveted fast pass in all of Magic Kingdom. It always has the longest lines. It's insane. It is the newest attraction at Disney in the Magic Kingdom. It is their newest addition as far as like thrill rides. It's Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It's awesome. I love it. It's definitely one of my favorites. It's just a big deal. Everybody wants to ride it. Everyone wants to do it. However, a lot of people can't get fast passes for it. So what people try to do is they try to get to it first thing in the morning, or they end up waiting in a line that is insane. So that brings me to my app. I'm going to bring up my Disney Experience app. By the way, if you're planning a trip, or if you're not planning a trip, if you're dreaming about a trip, download the My Disney Experience app. You're going to learn so much about Disney before you even get started. Start studying the app. It'll tell you so much. The maps are great. You'll learn what attractions are inside of each theme park. So let's see. So I just pulled it up. Oh my God, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train has a 130-minute wait. It's 4:20 in the afternoon on a Saturday. That's nuts. And actually all the other really popular rides, Peter Pan's Flight, 105-minute wait. So Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Peter Pan's Flight are the 2 fast passes. Like if you need to do Peter Pan or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train in the Magic Kingdom, you should get fast passes for those. Those are the 2 that are absolutely nuts. Always get fast passes for those if you want to do those rides. And then after Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Peter Pan's Flight, then the 3 mountains. Make the 3 mountains a priority. The Big Thunder Mountain, Splash Mountain, and Space Mountain. Because I'm looking at the wait times right now, and I see 115 for Splash Mountain. I see 135 for Space Mountain. I mean, come on. Big Thunder. Oh, well, at least Big Thunder is only 65 minutes right now. So you get what I'm saying. So fast pass, if you can't get one for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, if you can't get one before noontime, I suggest making an advanced dining reservation for lunch and taking a break and going and getting out of the heat. Go to either Be Our Guest, the Plaza, or the Crystal Palace. Make a dining reservation for as close of a time before that fast pass if you can, and then go and do Seven Dwarfs Mine Train in the afternoon. If you can make that happen when you're doing all your booking, I think that's the way to do it. Getting a fast pass for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train in the morning might be hard. Try for it, but it might be difficult. So rule number 6, I think if you're booking any advanced dining reservations inside of a theme park for lunchtime, don't try to make them before 12:30 in the afternoon. 12:30 p.m. or later is my recommendations for booking advanced dining reservations for lunchtime in the Magic Kingdom. The reason why I say that is just because you don't want to conflict with your fast passes because you're booking your dining 180 days in advance. And your fast passes, you're not booking until 60 days in advance. So you don't want to conflict. You've already booked your dining. So book your dining for lunches 12:30 p.m. or later. That way, you don't have to worry about there being a conflict when you're doing your fast passes during lunchtime. My number seven rule, you're going to do two rides by standby at rope drop in the same land. Didn't I already say that? I did say that. I just repeated a rule. Whatever. Rule number 8, extra magic hours. Take advantage of extra magic hours if you're not a morning person. If you can't follow all of my recommendations that I'm giving you, if you're not a morning person or you're just like not a morning person that day, or if you know that on like a certain day of your trip, you're just not going to be able to wake up early. It's just like you want to sleep in a couple days. Then you need to take advantage of either the evening extra magic hours on one day or take advantage of the early morning extra magic hours on another day so that you can experience as much of it without the long, insane wait times. Extra magic hours are only available for resort guests. So take advantage of them when you can. You're spending a lot of money to be at Disney, and extra magic hours is just a perk that they give you. You've paid for it. Take advantage of it. Number 9 rule is don't forget that you can book your party, your entire party, no matter how many people are in your party. Don't forget that everybody's fast passes don't have to be like the same. Every person in your party is entitled to 3 fast passes per day per park. They don't all have to be the same. So mom can take the little girl to go meet a princess while dad takes the little boy to go do the Buzz Lightyear ride or whatever. When you're scheduling your fast passes, everyone doesn't have to be doing the same things at the same time. So don't forget that. And number 10, again, I think this is like just as important as number 1. Number 10, avoid the parks. Avoid the parks, and specifically avoid the Magic Kingdom. Avoid it between 1 and 5 p.m. It's hot. It's busy. It's nuts. Unless there's like a parade or something that you absolutely needed to see. I mean, fine, stay and see the parade, but don't try to do any actual rides that have lines. Don't try to do any of that between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. I really can't stress that enough. You've spent a lot of money, you've invested a lot of time, and you're on vacation. And I'll tell you what, between 1 and 5 p.m. in the Magic Kingdom, you're not getting anything done without making your family and your children wait in a line that is at least 60 minutes long. And that's just, in my book, that's just not okay, and that's not fun. You spent a lot of money. You have a hotel that you can go back to that has an amazing pool. Your kid is tired. They woke up early. They want to relax. They want to go swimming. Take your children back to the resort and enjoy that investment that you've made in that vacation. In my opinion, how to Disney is to go right for it first thing in the morning, get as much as you can do done before 12:30 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Go have a nice lunch and then go back to your resort, enjoy your pool, go relax. Enjoy the vacation part of your vacation. And just like give your kid a break. Let them let them have fun. Every kid likes a pool and likes to have fun. And I'm sorry if I'm wrong about your child. Well, I think the norm is that most kids want to go back to the pool and relax and swim and have at least a 3 to 4 hour break before dinner. And I think if you have advanced dining reservations for dinner, good, awesome. Go enjoy your dinner, and then you can go back to the parks. Or if you had one of those days where you couldn't get up early and you just really kind of want to go do something in that 5 to 8 p.m. window where most people are having dinner, check the wait times. Check the wait times on your app. You might get lucky. You might even be able to book a fast pass for something that you didn't think you'd get on. So that's it. That's my top 10. I hope you all found this helpful. And if you have any questions or comments, post down below. And have a magical day. Bye.